Last time on Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney.
That's right, Daddy. You're on a top secret mission. Gotta take it easy with the secrets, you know.
Now, if you excuse me, I'll be drunk and passed out on the futon while watching every season of Lost. I don't even know what that show's about, but why not? Hey guys, Raiden here, and welcome back to Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. So, a few new things, actually. One, I'm sorry if there's been a lack of episodes lately for any series. I've been very sick recently, but I've gotten much better. Also, I have something new audio-wise that's going to make this video probably sound a bit different, because it's going to take some experimenting. But anyways, last time we got assigned to this new mock case, and oddly enough, a lot of you guys, some of you guys I know didn't even want to tune in for the middle cases, because you're just like, you know what, I've seen this before, I'll just wait till the last one, the good one. And so that was a lot of you guys who haven't watched the series at all except for the first and last case, which I still respect. Thank you for watching very much. So anyways, one of you guys told me that the only thing I missed in this room was around the desk area. So let's go ahead and look at that. Oh, wow, that's pretty obvious. I see it now, whatever that red thing is. I can't believe I missed that the first time. What are you, red thing? This envelope has been opened and resealed.
Ooh, I know how to do that. You take a pot of boiling water and hold the envelope up to the steam. The glue melts and it opens. Cool, huh? Also works on people.
Yeah, true. So you're... Wait, what?
Nothing.
Whoever did this wasn't so delicate. You're right. Looks like they just ripped it open and stuck it back together. Huh? The postmark on this letter is from 7 years ago. Oh, I knew it would attach to a 7-year case. Why would someone open a letter then seal it again? I'd better hang on to this. Red envelope added to court record. So apparently that's the only thing we missed. So, I gotta present something to her, I guess. She probably knows something about some of this evidence. Wait, if someone resealed... Did Emma reseal it after looking at it? Did she do it? Emma, I need you to look at this. Does this mean anything to you? Emma, about this.
Oh, that?
Oh, that, yes, why, that's just a bright red envelope. She sure is jumpy. Someone opened this, didn't they? My lips are sealed. Oh, she totally did. Your lips are sealed? That's a first. You mean you know what's inside the envelope? Sure, I read it after all. You mean you're the one who ripped this open? Please, I would have steamed it open. But she did sneak a peek at it, apparently. Know that I have a powerful weapon at my side. The power of science.
Weapon?
Yes, look at this. I call it Fax Machine Metal Gear. Yes, the use of tools, highly specialized tools for information gathering. Tools I wouldn't mind getting my hands on. You should try flattering her, Apollo. They say a little praise can open big doors. Never heard that one, but it's good advice. Let's try talking to her some more. So about getting her hands on, the envelope we found. I was wondering if you could help us out with that tool you were mentioning. So, you want to know about my tool, do you? It's called an X-ray analyzer.
X-ray? Like the X-rays you get at the dentist?
That's right, at least that's what I call it.
Huh?
It has a real name, but it's much more complicated. The X-ray spectralization... Just flash a smile. Something or another, I don't know. It was kind of stupid, and it didn't have enough to do with science for me. How am I supposed to remember all that? So, basically, it lets you see inside things, like envelopes. That's right. You're sharp, Trucy. It's a bit more complicated than that in practice, of course. Actually, to tell the truth, I'm not really sure how it works scientifically. I just hit every button on it and hope it didn't catch on fire.
Can I try it out, Emma, please?
Oh, I suppose. Of course, I've already checked out everything suspicious myself.
Alright, let's give it a spin, Apollo.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh, just seeing if I could see through your hair. But it's like lead.
Point that thing at me anymore and it might all fall out.
Then I wouldn't need an x-ray machine to see through it.
Let's just get down to business, shall we?
Right, let's test it on a sample first. It just so happens that I have a lottery ticket here. I mean, I only lost the last 97 times, but I'm sure I'll win eventually. You set the sample in the device like so.
I don't see anything.
Patience. Patience, my apprentice. I really don't want to be your apprentice. Shut up, you're my science apprentice now. There's no need to get all antsy. Look at the right side of the screen. That's the layer view of the envelope.
I know a lot of people say envelope. Well, I say envelope. I don't know what's correct or if it's just... What is the correct one? I think it's actually pronounced envelope, but whatever. Who cares? I'm American. I do what I want. That's a horrible view to have for us Americans. Don't take us that way.
Layer view? You've got it set to display the outside of the envelope now, see? Actually, it's quicker to just have you give it a try. Turn that dial there for me, would you? That's right, that's how you choose the depth you want to scan. Hey, I got something! See, that's how you can read the letters on the ticket inside. Cool, huh?
Except, I can't read them.
Just turn the dial a little more. Turn that dial, yes. The science is getting me so turned on.
Trucy, can we please leave?
No, I want to see the pretty picture.
Oh, fine.
What you have to understand is that a sheet of paper isn't really flat at all. When you zoom in that much, you see that power is like a bunch of hills and valleys. Wow, really? This X-ray device uses a beam with a wavelength of only 0.5 microns. It breaks cards down into thin layers, so it can only show what's written on that layer. I'm not entirely following you, but I'm not entirely following you, but what good is it if you can't read anything? That's why we go on to step 2. Try rubbing the image a bit if you would. The image? You mean rub the screen?
Okay.
Yes, Apollo, science everywhere.
Oh, God. I'm pretty sure Emma is, like, strictly science sexual.
There. That fixes the image on the screen. Now turn the dial again, just a little. Good. Now you can rub this image to fix it, too. Hey, I get it. We just keep doing this until we got the whole thing. Exactly, not bad. Neat, let's do some more.
Rub the screen. Rub the screen. Turn the dial. Turn the dial. Rub the screen more. Turn the dial. Rub the screen again. It's so weird how many companies are like, you know what? Because this was the first Ace Attorney game to come out strictly on the DS, I believe. So they're like, we really have to make use of the touch controls now. Oh, there we go. I think that's the whole thing now. Probably.
Lottery number 0016. Try again. Okay, let's print this one, but... Does this mean I have to buy another one to win? Well, it's Emma's take it. Let her buy another one. It's okay, there's no need. See, this is the true hidden power of my weapon, neat, huh? Now let's try it out on the real thing, shall we?
Let's not. I really don't want to do the dumb... Okay, I guess we're doing it.
Do it for science, Apollo.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect. 100%. Full clear. Platinum trophy. I would hate for these games to have trophies. I never see the point in trophies. I know for a lot of people, they really like achievements, and they'll do them, but for me, they've just never struck a chord with me. There we go. I think that's about right.
Okay, let's print this one out.
Mr. Drew Misham. I can't read that. Something deposited the $100,000
in the designated account. Please read a receipt. Read? Does that say read? I can't tell. Please read a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer.
Someone deposited $100,000 into Mr. Mission's account? Do you know how much magic bullshit I could buy with that? I could buy Hogwarts. I could change its name too to Trucy.
You step in the door and there's just Trucy there, and she's like,
"Welcome to Trucy Academy. The first thing you learn is how to use a gun."
His paintings must be really valuable. There's another page in there. Care to take a look?
You bet I do. If you're going to read someone's mail, you might as well read it all.
Here goes with the second page then.
Why is no one asking me what I want to do?
Because it doesn't matter what you want to do, Apollo.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. There we go.
I did the science, Emma. Are you impressed? No, not really. Oh, okay, let's print this one out.
Sign the papers and send in the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp, if that's what that says. Something dogs? Does that say dogs? I can't read that. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one.
So it was a letter about payment for one of his paintings.
Why all the secrecy, though? And
what?
Why was this letter the only one in here? It's 7 years old, right?
Maybe it had some special significance to him. Well, Emma?
Well, indeed. Well, indeed. I've been totally paying attention, not just eating this food.
She knows something she's not telling us. The snack who's gave her away. Looks like she's keeping mum about it. No one can hide from my vibrating arm dildo for long. What are you talking about? Nothing. Don't worry. So, Emma, I was wondering, what's the story about this reporter that came here for a story the night of the crime?
I'm afraid I can't tell you because he's going to be a witness tomorrow, I hear.
I thought so.
I'll never forget that face. But what was his name? Oh, right. Brushel. Brushel? He's after a scoop to sell to the papers. So a reporter comes for an interview with a painter. Oh, wrong person, Apollo. His first interview ever, and that night he's killed. Does that seem strange to you?
Really strange.
It does raise a few questions.
I'd like to speak with this reporter if I could.
Well, I hear he's on the beat today, too. He said something about covering a magician.
Magician? Well, if it's not Trucy, that only leaves one other person.
It wasn't Valiant Gramry by any chance, was it?
Yeah, something like that. He's got some big show lined up, I hear.
So he's out interviewing Valiant Gramry. Looks like I'll be heading out to that Coliseum again sooner than I thought.
Here, I'll give you that reporter's card if you want.
Yes, I got a reporter's card. I can do anything now.
I'll just leave her to her snacks. If we disturb her now, it'll be the end of all life as we know it. I like her animation, how sometimes she... Like, most of the time she's just eating, but sometimes she'll glance over at you like, what, are you really in, like... Sometimes she'll just glance over at you like, are you really disturbing my snack and science time? Really?
Okay, well, I think we're done here. I think that's all we had to do. Let's go back to the detention center to see if Lady wants to talk to us now. What was her name anyway? I feel like I miss about 80% of the puns in Ace Attorney games, at least when it comes to people's names. It flies right over my head, especially the last case. There were barely any, like, name puns, and I was disappointed by that. They were just, I don't know, even the victim's name didn't mean a whole bunch except Romanian lettuce, which I don't know what that's supposed to mean. You're here to see Vera Misham. Yes, that's right. She's in the medical office at the moment.
Medical office? Is she okay?
She's just lying down, said she didn't feel so good. I'm sorry, but I can't allow any meetings at the moment.
Most annoying client ever. Apollo, that is not true. That is not true. We just dealt with two people who lied to us over and over again and pretended not to speak our language and pretended that they couldn't and could see. No, Apollo. Just, this girl is not the worst. Yes, we should come back. Yes, Trucy. We'll always come back. Okay, well, then let's go to the Wright Anything Agency where hopefully, goddammit, he's still here. Who's still here, Apollo? Nothing. I love Trucy's theme. Like, I don't know what it is about all the assistant themes, but they're so perfectly cheery and upbeat. Maya's is great, Trucy's is great. I don't know about any of the other ones. Well, Phoenix doesn't seem like he has anything especially new to say, so let's go somewhere else. Do you know anything about the envelope? A challenge is it you want? You want me to make that disappear? Very well, give it to me. No, this is our evidence.
Are all magicians like this? Apollo, what's that look just now?
I was just thinking how hard it is to get any information out of a magician. It's true. It is very difficult. Oh, the Graham Rye envelope. I don't know what I was thinking. Here, look at this. I was wondering if you could tell me about this. Aha. Why, that bears the seal of the Graham Rye seal.
Uncle Valence, is something wrong?
He's combat ready. I'm a level 80 priest. Leave me alone. I have magical abilities. Magic missile. Trucy, where did you get this?
Daddy just gave it to me.
Your daddy? My partner?
No, my other daddy, Phoenix Wright.
Why would your Lord Daddy, this is so weird. Lord Daddy? That's kind of stretching the whole archaic thing a bit. This signature upon the back, do you recognize it? That belongs to none other than Zach Gramnai.
What? Daddy already signed that?
Might I be so bold as to open it? I'm sorry, but I can't let you do that. You're being mighty suspicious here, buddy. What's in this envelope, I wonder? I would hate for him to be the freaking... I'd hate for him to be the murderer, the bad guy in this case. I like this dude, he's cool. I want to see him again. Oh, here's one. So a journalist was here on a story? All eyes in the universe are upon my stage. All the pens seek to commit is mysteries to paper.
His name was Brushel.
Brushel.
I think he remembers him. He doesn't look too happy about it.
Brushel, that cloying smell of mint when he smiles, yes.
Could you tell us more about him? What did he want?
Oh, okay, dialogue, cool. I didn't expect to get anything out of that, honestly. I was just giving him everything to make sure. That's my usual process, is hand them everything I found just to make sure I don't need it. And I usually cut that out, and that's why it always seems like I jump from one item to the next instantly. But I don't, I'm actually showing them, like, everything. Mr. Brushel, journalist. I'm a journalist. A man by that name called on me just now. Just now? Valence's vision is always toward tomorrow. Valence's feet steep always forward. That is all.
That's all. Very confusing.
I am to perform a big magic show, yes? I wanted someone to cover it. Yet he had only ears for that incident. That incident? In any case, I requested that the rapacious reporter remove himself. So a painter has died, what of it? It is but a footnote in the footlights compared to the magic of Graham Rye.
Uncle Valent, do you know where the reporter went?
I recommended he visit that place popular with penalized perpetrators.
The detention center.
He was a rude individual.
Might I see that card? Sure.
What? Why? What? Wait, what? Don't do that. That's evidence. Stop ruining the evidence. I have enough time trying to keep Trucy from destroying everything. I swear, she's like taking care of a child.
Apollo, I'm right here. I will stab you.
Nothing. I said nothing, Trucy. But seriously, why'd you rip up the evidence? I need that, dude. I thought you were cooler than that. He will tear apart my respectability. I will tear apart him.
Ooh, here comes Apollo. Uncle Valen's big magic trick.
Is he going to fix the card? Not sure that qualifies as a big magic.
Fix? I do not recall that spell in my repertoire.
What happened to the big magic?
Is it not more miraculous for it to stay ripped?
You must have really not liked that journalist.
Now the time has come when I must return to make my prestigitation preparations. One of you guys a while ago mentioned when I tried to, I'm not sure if it was this game or in Path of Radiance, when I was trying to say the word prestidigitation, and you reminded me, that's actually, apparently it's a word they use very commonly in D&D or something. I know it's an actual word. Huh, interesting. I never thought about it, or where it came from, or how it was used, or anything like that. Preparations. By your leave, Miss Trucy.
Thanks, Uncle Valent.
3 days from now, make ready for a miracle.
Okay. Bye. He didn't disappear this time or anything.
He's like, get ready for a miracle. Just walks away normally. What do you think that journalist was after? And why did Valent react like that to this envelope?
I think it's time to pay the detention center another visit.
Okay, now you just fade in the darkness too.
We magicians hide in the shadows. We are the dark of the night.
Okay, thank you. Do you want to talk now?
I think I hear what you're saying. We're all doing it for the money. End quote. No, not at all. Looks like someone's already meeting here.
Maybe that reporter? Oh, I bet it's Clavier. What the shit? Oh no. Oh no. No, this man is evil. He's the murderer. I don't care who actually is. This guy needs to go to jail. There's something wrong with him in many, many ways. He's that guy at work that you just don't want to talk to. He's that guy who comes by your desk and he's like, "Hello, neighbor. What are you doing?" And you're like, "Nothing. Please just leave. That's all I want."
He even has a pocket full of all the accessories. There's a toothbrush and a feather and a ruler and I can't tell what the other thing is. Why would he have an ink? Oh, I just realized, one of the pieces of evidence was the quill, and he has one in his shirt pocket. Interesting. So that may belong to the reporter, and that must have a connection with him somehow. Hey there, how you doing? Who might you be? Sorry, we didn't know someone was already here. Apollo Justice, attorney at law. Talk about a nervous monkey. Oh, that's a smile. That's great. You can go back to Silent Hill. I wouldn't mind. Oh, you're Justice. You know me? Do I know you? Of course I know you. Stares down witnesses on the stand till they spill the beans. End quote. That's not true. What's he writing?
Are you a reporter by any chance?
Whoa, you're Trucy.
Oh my goodness, those glasses make his eyes look huge.
Am I famous?
Oh yeah. Trucy Wright hates carrying a bag. Puts everything she owns in her panties. End quote.
Eek, that's so not true.
Just hold on to your breeches there. I'll wrap up this interview in a jiffy. I'm not even sure what kind of voice to give him.
I don't know what kind of creature he is.
Interview?
So, guard, I think I know what's going on here. Guarding rooms is my life. What else could I possibly need? End quote.
No, how many times do I have to tell you this? Look, I've got work to do. You deal with him. No, don't leave us here with it. Please. Oh, shit, he's gone.
Did you come here to interview the guard?
Oh, what a pickle.
Accused wouldn't talk, had to interview someone or go plumb crazy, end quote. Oh god.
I should have guessed.
Where are my manners? Name's Brushel, Spark Brushel.
Spark Brushel. I'm trying to think of the Spark Brush?
Electric toothbrush? I'm not sure what the pun here is supposed to be. I'm not picky, journalist.
Wait, what?
I'm not picky, -- journalist. Just closes eyes, writes, end quote.
What? What's that nauseatingly strong mint smell every time he grins?
Until you've been interviewed by me, you don't know what thrilling is.
Oh yeah, that's a better voice.
Wild romp through crossroads of mayhem, madness, end quote.
I can see that. He's writing something again. Well, if he's a reporter, maybe he knows something.
Oh, I see you're admiring my toothbrush, protractor, ruler, quill pocket.
I'm sure you could have a much better one in your collection. No, just be quiet. I don't want to talk to you.
Oh, Lord. Okay, what do I want to talk about first? Do I want to talk to you?
So, Mr. Brushel, you're a journalist?
Me? Let me state one thing for the record here.
Yes?
I'm the interviewer, you understand, yeah? I'm the one asking the questions here. End quote.
Okay.
For instance, you think a movie director watches movies?
Well, I think he probably does.
Exactly, I knew you'd understand.
What? Oh, we're gonna get no info out of this guy, are we? Night of the crime.
So the night of the murder, you were at Drew's studio?
Who, me?
Look, let me state one thing for the record.
Yes? I may look calm and collected, but I'm busy. I'm actually a psychopath on the inside.
Real busy, always on the road. Journalist always buys one-way tickets, never looks back, end quote. Oh, I get it. He's quoting like
titles for articles. He's coming up with them. That's what this is.
I can understand that philosophy, but
you want to know the thing about one-way tickets? Once you use them, they're gone.
Wow, that's insightful, Miss. Why are you brushing your bald head? Please let that brush pierce your skull and end your life.
All because you gave them to the guy at the airport.
True enough.
But don't they give normal tickets away too?
Exactly, see, it's the same thing.
What is?
Apollo, you represent me very well right now. And my emotions on this man.
So you want to do a story on Drew Misham? And he'd never had a story done about him before.
That's right, look, let me state one thing for the record here.
What?
I'm sure you're going to want to know about my source.
What tipped me off to Drew?
Why do the interview in the first place?
Well, yeah.
Look, it's like, ooh, I've got it. Say there's this burger joint with fabulous ketchup. You think the burger guy's going to tell me where he got it?
At the supermarket, maybe?
Exactly, see, that's what I'm talking about.
I think I may have actually understood that one.
Well, there's nothing I can talk about, really. Walls have ears, eyes, especially glass walls with speakers, end quotes. Right, guess we'll just leave then. But since you're here, might as well tell you a tidbit of news I saw, just for the heck of it.
Sure, tell us, just for the heck of it.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
I'd seen a movie on a trip and wandered into this burger place with a Majin ketchup. What? When an article in a tabloid caught my eye. Famous oil painting stolen from art dealers at gallery. End quote, I believe it was.
Dude, what's up with your nose? Don't do that. An oil painting?
Happens every day, right? But I thought I'd seen that painting somewhere before. A painting of a giant peach floating down a river. Oh, what?
So is that what's supposed to be in the rest of the painting that got erased? It's a giant floating peach. That's interesting. Someone stole an oil painting. Oh, a giant peach?
Journalists can smell scoop better than burgers. End quote.
Can we talk to the defendant here? I mean, she's really not willing to talk to us, but anything but staring at you is fantastic.
Well, I don't think you'll have anything to say about anything we found so far.
So, I'll just move on for now. Phoenix, you got anything? Oh, hey, Apollo, you're back. I just finished my fourth... Wait, don't go. Please, Maya's not here. I'm a mess, man. Come on. October 7th, Drew Studio.
Well, how'd it go? Find anything out?
Actually, there was one thing I wanted to check on with you.
What's with that scary face you're making, Apollo? If you want any of my snackoos, you're gonna have to die like 50 times first.
What's with the I know something but I'm not telling face you got going, Emma? Emma's still my favorite character of this, game so far. She's awesome. That's all I have to say. What? Present. There we go.
Is there even anything we can present to her?
Oh, you know what? What about the ripped up? No, it's just gone. We don't have it anymore. Well, I mean, she had a different response, so I think... Was it about the paintings?
Emma, about this painting. Oh, that? Quite good, isn't it?
Or that's not what I wanted to ask you about.
You want to examine it, is that it? I'd be happy to let you if you had a good reason. But without that, sorry.
I guess she wants us to do a little footwork on our own first. I'm guessing, what about the hidden painting? This painting came from behind that dresser.
Yes, so?
It was stolen, no?
I was hoping you wouldn't figure that out.
Do you think you could tell us a bit about this?
I suppose. It's what you think. Drew Misham was a forger. A forger? What a heinous crime. Above murderers of all kinds.
Wait, is that it? Is there new dialogue? Oh, sick, new dialogue.
So what exactly is a forger? They only forge the finest swords out of molten lava. It's really a fantastic story. You should ask Ike. He has Ragnall in his pocket all the time. What a work of magic and wonder.
Actually, he just kind of pulled it out of the ground.
Well, basically it's someone who makes forgeries. Fakes, in other words.
Fakes?
Copies of an original. Exact copies, so precise that you couldn't tell them apart. Just like you and Phoenix, Apollo.
Wow, that kind of hurt.
Well, why not just photocopy them? The biggest problem with forgeries is that people try to sell them as the real article. It's a crime, of course.
So Drew Misham was...
a criminal? I'm afraid so. He received money to create elaborate forgeries. To supplement his work in illustration, I guess.
I see.
Actually, that's why I brought this here in the first place.
What do you mean?
When you're trying to determine if a painting is a forgery, the rough sketch underneath can be a valuable clue.
So the rough sketch is like practice for the real thing?
Like doing a magic trick in front of a mirror before you go on stage. But not in the case of a forgery, not necessarily anyway. You know what the finished product is going to look like after all.
Oh yeah, I guess you would.
That's why I brought this. I'm going to use it to see what's under the paint of the finished pieces.
I get it now.
Not that I really needed to go to such lengths. Seeing as how one of the paintings was only half finished anyway.
Still, it'd be neat to see Mr. Misham's rough sketches.
Kind of like what he was drawing when he thought no one was looking.
Yes, yes. Tons of Apollo X... I don't even know. Apollo X Justice fan art. Or Judge X Clavier fan art. I don't know. Oh, jeez. When I just randomly, like, have these characters, like, hitting on each other, I have no plan. I have no plan at all. Like, I have no sketch of who should go with who. I just have characters start hitting on each other for no reason. Like, Judge and Clavier, it's fine. It's canon. You don't have to worry about it. It's just what happened. True, that would be interesting and maybe valuable for our case.
You should try buttering her up, Apollo. Flattery will get you everywhere, they say.
Emma, if you were my science fair project, I would have won the grand prize. Snack-hoos could only be for a second while they're in your mouth and melt away, but my love for you is eternal.
That's like a, I'd say that's like a 4 out of 10, but you included Snack-hoos, so that's a 5. I guess you did pretty good.
Okay, let's try this one again. Present. I kind of wanted to see the rough sketch under this painting.
And I was wondering if your tool there might do the trick. Oh, fine, fine. Just this time, though. Only because you complimented my Snack-hoos.
Let's check it out.
Oh, I get to choose which one. That's neato.
I want the one with the peach. Scanning. Turn dial to focus on. You know, one thing I've never been good at, I've had many skills. There are 2 that squash them all in terms of skills that I don't have. One is art. And when I say art, I don't mean like music or other kinds of art. I just mean specifically like drawing and painting. I'm horrible at, so hey, if you ever want to do a channel banner, that'd be nice. I could use one. You don't have to, though. Whoa, what? Is that a guy playing guitar?
Okay, let's print this one out.
Is that Clavier? What?
What?
What the heck? It looks like Clavier on fire on the top of a stage playing guitar, but he's singing too. I think that's Clavier, huh?
Wow, he really blows. The finished painting isn't anything like the rough. The devices like mine didn't exist until recently. He probably thought he could draw any sort of thing you wanted to for the rough.
What do you mean?
Well, in the past, you could only analyze the composition of a rough sketch.
Composition? That's a too big word for Trucy. Apollo, explain.
Well, a composition
I'm already bored. Just keep talking, Emma. God, he's such a square.
In other words, the traces of charcoal between paint and canvas. So you could tell if there had been a rough sketch, but not what it looked like.
I think I follow you.
So in essence, it wouldn't matter what was underneath the finished painting. Some pros would actually paint a rough sketch entirely, then do a completely new painting on top of that. So Mr. Misham was drawing whatever he wanted before painting over them? Possibly. Is there a problem with that?
Not particularly, but something about the sketch itself seems kind of odd.
You're awfully silent all of a sudden, Apollo.
Do you think we could check out another one of these paintings?
Well, sure. You like this detection stuff, don't you? Oh, I know. It just makes my skin feel so soft and smooth, and there's nothing... Hey, listen to me.
I don't want to hear any more of your science-gasms right now, Emma. It is a house with a man outside. That is all I can tell from the picture. I have no other knowledge on it.
Okay, let's print this one out.
I guess there is no... Wait, there is a man. This one, too.
What's wrong, Apollo? You look so serious all of a sudden.
You think I could just at least look at the last of these?
Fine by me. Knock yourself out. I'm glad you're embracing science, Apollo. Kids your generation just don't understand.
But I'm like 22.
Yeah, that's right. Kids of your generation.
Turn dial to focus on a layer. Turn the dial round and round. Something, generic, square dancing, music. And, oh, people playing cards.
Oh, are you shitting me right now? So his rough draft for every single one of these was one of the past cases that we did. Well, I'm not sure about the middle one. That one didn't look familiar at all. But it could have been the noodle stand, but we have the cards. We have the hand with all the cards in it. We have the third case and the second case. It's, oh man, gets more interesting, doesn't it? Okay, let's print this one out. What the heck is all this? I hesitate to ask why you're getting so excited. You sure your device isn't leaking some kind of strange radiation? Trucy, look at these three sketches. Do you notice anything? First case. Second case. Oh my good, third case. They're... Now that you mention it, they're kind of shitty, aren't they? No, Emma, that's not what we meant. Now you're both white as sheets. What's going on? These sketches are of the 3 cases I worked on. What? The murder in the poker room at the Borscht Bowl Club. The dead man pulling the noodle stand. And then the events that transpired during Gavineer's concert. No, oh my goodness, so interesting. I'm so hyped for this. What could it mean? How could he have painted those things? And why? That's what I want to know. Wait, is Drew Misham your father? Give me a break. Does that even seem remotely possible to you? I love that scientific conclusion she came to. I'd never even heard of any Drew Misham before. I hadn't even seen a picture of him. But there were my cases drawn on his canvas. Every single one of them. It couldn't have been a coincidence. Just who was this Drew Misham? And what did he have to do with me? To be continued. Damn, this is interesting. I love it. I'm absolutely in love with the idea of this case so far. Combining all the other cases that we've done. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready and hyped for this. So, one thing I want to talk about real quick, I know it's like the middle of the video, but I am probably going to play Edgeworth Investigations right after this. And not even probably. I think that's what I'm going to do. But the thing is it that different? Because I've heard that it has so many different mechanics in Ace Attorney games, and I kind of want to know, like, how different is Edgeworth Investigations? The reason I'm so interested is because it's going to have a whole new cast of characters, aside from Edgeworth and a few others that we probably met before, but these systems seem to be entirely different, and just tell me what you think and how different it is from the past 4 games. No, savings. Never. I'd never save. Never, ever. Savings for losers. Unlike me, I'm a winner. Oh, hi, lady. Good morning. So, you're Vera, right? I'm Trucy. Trucy Wright. That's right with a W, but not right, right? Oh, God. We're on your side. You can tell us anything, please. Good morning. She speaks. She speaks. Not bad, not bad. Oh, man, I always get stuck on the good part. Damn, you're pretty good at this whole talking thing. But I think you do better with a smile, you know. Trucy, don't be that lady. Don't be that lady. I hate these kinds of people that are like, oh, you should just turn that frown upside down. And I'm like, I'm not frowning. This is my natural face. You're so pretty. You need to sell yourself, you know. Trucy, let's take it easy for starters. Oh, what? Is she gonna draw? Thank you for taking... Oh. Did she express her emotions through her art book? That's awesome. I like that. She has a little teddy bear on her. I don't know what you call those things. I'm just going to call them extended Levi's. I guess that's all I could call it. I don't actually know what those things are called. I haven't seen those things worn recently. So, thank you for taking my case. Okay, well, that's a start, I guess. There she goes with the nail polish again. That's great, really. Oh, is it not like nail polish, but she's like finger painting? Really, it's so cultured. Oh no, she's using a brush. Want to try?
Ooh, really?
Girls. Girls are gross and icky with cooties.
What? Why does he have some coloring on his face? He doesn't even look like a real character. He doesn't even have eyes. The victim Drew Misham was a forger, and a stolen painting was found in his studio. A life of crime, really. And maybe one that led to his death. Oh, hi, Clavier. I haven't seen you in a while.
Oh my god, it's been forever since I was here. Oh, yeah, it's Clavier, and who are you again? Apollo, yeah, who cares? Well, now, cough. Begin the, trial of, Vera Misham.
Is the judge okay? His voice is all raspy, and he's looking around all nervous-like.
The repercussions of today's trial will most likely be felt for a long time.
You know what it could be? It wasn't, the judge was worried about that kid with incuritis, right? Could he have passed away from then till now? Because it didn't say if Maki actually gave, or if the kid in this country actually received the cure for the incuritis or something. Did he? He could have passed away during here, and that's making the judge very on edge right now. Or putting him on edge, I should say.
It may indeed alter our legal system forever.
Today is a test of the jurist system, and the first step toward a new order in our courts.
Daddy's secret mission.
The jurists will function like a jury. It is hoped their inclusion will help the courts to better reflect on people's will. Why? Why aren't there any jurists in the courtroom? 3 closed-circuit cameras watch this courtroom at all times. The jurists have access to everything that transpires.
Ugh, gotta hit the wall. I don't even care anymore.
Jurist, judge, well, and judge cool.
Now see here,
oh, is he getting camera shy? Is that why he's so nervous?
Now see here, Prosecutor Gavin. I was going to say that.
My apologies, sir, Judge.
Jurist, today's trial coolly, if you would be so kind.
The jurists are unbound by the letter of the law. They don't affect the trial with evidence, but by their feelings. This is such a cool idea for a case. There's so many things going on in this case that I feel that they could have thought of in Ace Attorney 1 or 2, but they're just now getting around to, like, you know what, just screw it, we'll shove it all in this case. Who cares? Who cares if a little incoherent or something like that? Just put all those mechanics that we've ever been talking about in the break room, shove them right there. And we're about to find out just what effect they're going to have.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin, the details of the case, if you would.
The victim is the painter Drew Misham. He was killed in his own studio. His coffee was poisoned by whom, you ask? By none other than the defendant, Vera Misham.
Objection! There wasn't any poison in the coffee.
Octum, someone has been doing their homework. Indeed, poison was not present in the coffee, but on the mug itself.
The mug? All residue was found on the rim, I see.
The autopsy report describes the manner of our victim's death.
The court accepts this as evidence. Into the evidence bag it goes. According to this report, the victim's death was caused by an atroquinine poisoning.
A chemical compound that does not occur naturally. Lethal dosage is a mere 0.002 milligrams. Look at me being all sciencey and shit. Emma, am I impressive? Not really. Oh, well, I tried. A touch of atroquinine in the body is the touch of the Reaper's scythe.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. You may present your witness.
I have for you today a simple man for a simple case. A man who witnessed the murder in its entirety.
That journalist, no doubt. The witness will state his name and occupation.
All right.
No, that's Trucy's voice.
Well, for starters, my name is Spark Bushel. My job is a lone observer of the world.
In other words, a freelance journalist, right?
Ahem, if you don't mind, I'd like to state something here for the record.
Yes, Mr. Brushel.
I dislike conclusions, specifically the jumping to aspect of conclusions. Preconceptions make Mark Sandbox of the endless desert waste. End quote.
But you are a journalist. You said so yourself yesterday.
Well, that's true, yes. But you must understand, I stand before you today, a man with a dream. I'm offering you my testimony in exchange for exclusive rights to the story. Scoop turns Mr. Bushel into that Mr. Bushel. Wait, what? Scoop turns Mr. Bushel into that Mr. Bushel. End quote.
Oh, this guy, I hate him so much. Let's hear your testimony then, shall we? The simple case, eh, Gavin? For me, the jury is still out. Journalist story.
Visited the studio around 9 o'clock that night to do the interview. The first outsider to enter the atelier.
What does atelier mean? I'm gonna go Google that real quick because I know there's a game series called like Atelier or something. Oh, it's like a workshop or a studio used by an artist. Okay, that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't quite sure. As I was saying, the first outsider to enter the atelier, journalistic history made, end quote.
His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. And you know what happened next? Star falls, end quote. No one else entered the room besides her the whole time.
That does sound like a simple case. Unless you were the one who poisoned him.
What are you saying, Judge? No spaces.
Need I remind you, cameras are rolling today. I felt the need to be a bit dramatic. You didn't do it, did you?
Me do a thing like that? Come on, that's like newsmaker making the news, end quote. Or even contemporary witch hunt, end quote.
I knew wild accusations rock courtroom, end quote.
Rock indeed. He's already on my good side. Look, he knows what I like. He knows exactly what I like.
Prosecutor Gavin sure looks like he's having fun. Maybe we should stop him.
I'm happy for him. Very well, Mr. Justice. Your cross-examination, please. Right, Judge. I've got this in the bag. No, I've got this in the bag.
I've got this in the bag.
I've got this in the bag. Just like a beginning match of Dota. Journalist story. Alright, I didn't see anything inherently wrong, but I want to check the evidence first just because usually it's the times that get me. Estimated time of death, 9 o'clock to 9:30 p.m. Well, if he arrived at 9 and she was able to bring them both tea, that would make sense, so it does check out at least. The first outsider to enter the atelier, journalistic history made, end quote. His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. And you know what happened next? Star falls, end quote. Alright, well, let's start doing our numbers and start from the beginning. Hold it! 9 o'clock at night, isn't that a little late for an interview?
If the great painter Drew Misham says come at 9, believe you me, I go at 9. The first, and as it turned out, the last interview with such a prolific painter.
Right. Can you tell us what it was like when you arrived? You were the first reporter ever in the Drew studio.
Posterity will look back on that night as a turning point in journalistic history. Basically, an insignificant step for all mankind, but a giant step for that Brushel guy, end quote.
If no one on the outside ever has access to the studio, then it would serve to reason that the deed was done by an insider. by which he means Vera did it. So how is this epoch-making interview go? Would you mind being a little more specific?
Oh, let me tell you, I enjoy it, Kappa. In fact, it all began when I was in 3rd grade. No, wait, 4th grade.
That's not what I meant. I believe I know what her forehead was driving at. The coffee the victim was served. Did anyone other than the defendant touch it? Right, that's what I was going to say, really.
Well, now, if you've got a question to ask, you better straight up ask it. That's what I tell all the new recruits several times if necessary. Right for a grade schooler. That's my motto. Which isn't to say it... Oh, wow, that just skipped on its own.
Who touched the coffee?
Don't know. I was in back looking at the studio's equipment when she served it.
And what happened next?
And you know what happened next? Star falls, end quote.
What's this about a star falling?
Star falls, huh? It's like an old telegram. Send money over. Zowie, you don't know. Wait, Zowie, you don't know? That's like a journalism code word. An important personage passes away, a star falls, get it? But there's no gravity in space, is there? I wouldn't think stars could fall, really.
I mean, that's very true. Does this matter?
Oh boy, this is good stuff, good stuff. I'm just gonna keep brushing my head. How about star breaks? Nah, lacks punch. I know, star dies. Nah, lacks imagination. Of course you could go with Drew dies, straight to the point, I like it.
I think we need to hear about something a little more substantial. Okay, moment of death. Brussels coffee, the stars coffee. I feel like it would be the stars just because that's a very vague option. You say Mr. Misham had the coffee too. But did you actually see him drink the coffee?
Of course. He who sees it wins, but he who says it wins bigger, end quote. I live in a man sees dog eat dog and writes about it world. Yet. I guess I can't say I saw him drink it, really. He had one so-called sip, if that. Man puts lips to mug, drinks, end quote. Ugh. That poison is quite virulent, I hear. My stomach did a so-called somersault. Since I'd gulped down that much coffee without so much as a second glance at it. Wait, maybe something's there, some kind of so-called trick. Anyone want to venture a guess for the record?
Does this guy have a pause button? Well, Mr. Justice, did you find that testimony valuable? I highly doubt we did, but I'm gonna say very important, just get out of the way. The victim drank his coffee, then immediately fell over.
Oh, yes, you can go to the press with that one.
Your Honor, this is a vital piece of information. Please add it to the testimony. Very well, the witness will add this to the testimony.
Vital, right?
He seems willing to go along with this. Almost too willing. Had one sip, next moment he was on the floor. What is wrong with that? It's slow acting deadly poison. That's the problem. He wouldn't instantly fall over if it's slow acting. You know what I have a problem with? A particular property of the poison used. Atroquinine. Oh, Prosecutor Gavin was quite clear about that poison. Lethal dosage of 0.002 milligrams paralyzes the central nervous system. If you drank that, even you, Mr. Justice, would be reduced to a quivering pile. Why are you using me as an example? Oh, I plot every time we sit here about how to kill you. Half of the time, you just yell stuff, and I just think, what if he was dead? Problem solved. I wouldn't have to go to work anymore. Maybe Phoenix would come back. Unfortunately, we weren't told everything. There was a vital omission in Prosecutor Gavin's information.
Oh, he's still prepared. Not yet. We haven't broken him yet.
An omission.
Atroquinine is as virulent as he says. But death doesn't come upon ingestion, not immediately. That's because atroquinine is slow acting.
Slow acting.
What?
According to the one forensic scientist. Oh, hey, it's me. I'm the forensic scientist, of course. There's no one else Apollo can learn it from. He's an idiot. Oh, wait, why are you talking to me on my flashback? Shut up and just let me be sciencey. It's one of the most virulent poisons, but it's absorbed into the body astonishingly slowly. It takes at least 15 minutes from time of ingestion for adverse effects to show. I like the word adverse. I don't know why. It's such a nice word. If we suppose that the moment Mr. Misham sipped the coffee... If we suppose that the moment Mr. Misham sipped the coffee was when he sealed his fate, then he would still have had time left to enjoy his last cup of joe. Oh, he's a liar. He's a liar.
Order. What's the meaning of this? What the defense says is correct. Why, that contradicts the entire testimony we've just heard.
Well, Mr. Brushel, anything to say on the record?
Slow acting. SLOWACT. It was virulent, all right. Even then, it had already begun digging its claws into the journalist. He's working on his scoop.
Oh, even Clavier's a little pissed off right now. It's Brushel, ja? Or ya? Oh, Brushel, let's take a trip back down memory lane.
Huh?
Did the victim really die the instant he took a sip? Think it over. This is vital.
You know what I think? I think that was a not-so-subliminal suggestion. End quote.
I admit it does cause a problem if he died when you say he died. I would be forced to say auf Wiederswein to my example, to my simple case. What? What is it? Okay, that just means goodbye. That's all it means. So I would be forced to say goodbye to my simple case. Oh, okay, makes sense now. And you would be forced to say farewell to your article. Probably be shitty anyway.
Come again?
You can't write a story based on conjecture, can you? I mean, that's what most media does, but hey. And as the case drags on, other reporters will pick up on the scent. And you'll be forced to kiss your executive scoop goodbye.
A scoop?
Oh my god, what? I don't... Is he cleaning his glasses? God, I don't like this guy. No. No, he is not one I'd like to be around ever.
Look, wait, just 1 second.
We're waiting out with it.
I think I just recalled some so-called important detail.
So I'm going to end this episode here. It's been running a little long. As I said, these episodes are going to be a bit longer than normal because you guys seem to enjoy it, and you guys seem to basically digest the content anyway in a way faster manner than I'd expect you guys to, which must mean that you guys enjoy it. So thank you always for watching, because that fills me with confidence and inspiration to do more. So if you like this video, please leave a like. It would help out a lot. If you want to become a member of the Dust Brigade, just subscribe. Easy as that. I'm really liking this game so far, and I'm very keen to start Edgeworth Investigations. Once again, tell you in the comment section how different that game is. I'm very interested. Anyways, have a wonderful day. Raiden out.